Alright, so you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I guess I can hear you. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. So, what I wanted to ask,
Well, first of all, man, I'd like to thank you a lot for welcoming me back and helping me out so much so I could really start editing Beyblade again. It was really a big help. You don't know how much you helped me.
oh, man, my heart is going to break with those words. Thank you. But you know, how do you pronounce your name actually?
Well, I call it DragonisAMV, and this my current name it's Jack, like Jack, but my actual name has only these three initials, so I call it that.
Okay. I understand. So, like my first question that I wanted to ask you, does your name, like this DragonisAMV, does this name have any meaning to it or not?
Well, I'm pretty much obsessed with dragons. Well, El Drago basically, that was my favorite one, but I know that it is it is used by many people in their YouTube channel, so I needed something unique. So I found out that Omega Dragonis was another thing in Beyblade series. So I got Dragonis from there. So that's how I use my name.
Oh,
Or are you talking about the current name?
no, about your old name. So,
Alright,
Dragonisant, yeah, I remember now. Okay.
yes.
Do you have any favorite anime?
I have a favorite anime like in sports anime category. I really like Ace of the Diamond. It's like really one of the best sport anime. And other than that, I would say I enjoy Black Clover a lot
Ooh,
and the Magi series. Yes, definitely that.
yeah. Wow. When did you start editing, and what did you get? What did get you into editing in the first place? Like, how did you start?
It was, I think, 2014, I believe. And I used to watch a lot of AMVs on YouTube and mostly Beyblade AMVs, but I used to watch other animes too, but they didn't inspire me. So I just found out that it was quite easy to just put music into the episodes if I just fast forward it. And basically, I started like doing that a lot, but I didn't upload it on YouTube. So I showed a few people, like in my high school, I showed a few people, and they thought it was pretty impressive. And someone suggested me like a better software. So I guess that was the time when I actually started to take it seriously, and I started to enjoy it even more.
Yeah, and then a legend was born.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Like maybe most of the people, there are probably some people that don't know, but years ago you actually had another YouTube channel with your Beyblade IMVs and stuff that you lost. And
Yes.
my question is like, how tough and how hard was continuing to edit after that loss? And yeah, how hard was it for you to accept that you have lost your channel?
I think it was very devastating. Like whenever a tragedy happens in an anime, I felt something like that. Like there were so many people in my Skype and my Instagram telling me that they can't find my YouTube channel and is there something wrong? Am I hacked? So I immediately opened my laptop. It was early in the morning, like 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that I received multiple copyright strikes, and I actually couldn't believe. And it was I was in second semester of my university, so I had exams as well to deal with. So it was really really tough for me to accept and move on.
Mm-hmm.
I discussed it with my sister to see if she could find any solution for me and if there's any way, and she did. We applied for, we emailed a lot, and but YouTube never replied to us. YouTube never really responded back to me that my cause was okay. So it took me like 2 months to accept that, and then I took a break from editing. Like I didn't want to imagine myself editing again.
Mm-hmm.
But as time went on, I started to feel more inspired from other animes. I watched Fate anime series, and it was easy to edit because of the animation quality. So that became easy for me, and I started to enjoy it again. And that's where when was time I decided to stop editing Beyblade since it gave me a really hard time.
Yeah. So you want to say that this channel is forever lost and it's not going to come back?
No, it's definitely not going to come back, but I'm back now. I can make a lot of Beyblade AMVs now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finishing one right now.
Oh, so you're finishing your Beyblade time.
Yes, the recent one, System Failure, I received a lot of good feedbacks, so I think I should complete it. Like I've extended the song to 1 minute 30 seconds, so that should be pretty good.
Oh,
I actually have started one AMV like 2 years ago, and I still haven't completed it because it is so hard to finish. The song is very difficult to.
or not?
Yeah, I hope I can finish it by the end of this year, probably.
Oh. As we have seen, you have a studio like Prisma Studio.
Right.
Can you talk a little about it? What is Prisma Studio like? What are their goals? And if
All right.
if somebody like wants to join your studio, like what should they do?
It was around the time when I received the copyright strikes and I was getting over. So I decided to give another animes a shot. So I tried Tokyo Ghoul, I tried editing Fate series, and then I started to learn that there are teams on YouTube where people can join and make projects together. So I came across that Prisma Studio was open for audition. So I joined it, and basically they didn't see my audition. They were just accepting random people. So I was accepted into the studio. The leader was a very bad person actually. He was very rude,
Very mean.
but I didn't mind his behavior. Yeah, he was very mean, very mean. He didn't mind saying anything like disrespectful to girls. So a lot of female members left the studio because of that. Anyways, so I I got accepted in there. It was actually a very good team. Like there were many good people. So a lot of drama happened that year, and the leader was removed, and I was appointed as a leader. So I started taking things in control. I started to be nice to people. I started to even post auditions so we could expand our team. And I even opened a Discord server for them so that the communication could be much more easier. And that's when Prisma Studio began. It was in 2017, I believe. And currently, my studio is on a break because I don't want to lead it right now. I have tried to find another leader,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't been successful at this attempt right now. So it's currently on a break.
Who are your top five Beyblade editors? Is like the first question. and if you don't have, it's okay. And who inspired you to start making Beyblade videos in general in the first place when you started?
Okay, so I believe it was Blade Era who inspired me to make Beyblade edits because he was the only one posting AMVs frequently. Like I saw his channel when he posted My Demons AMV. It was really one of the best AMVs I've ever seen. So he was the one who inspired me, and I decided that if he can show people that the oldest generation of Beyblade is really awesome, I could maybe use the Metal Fight series as the base of my channel and I could show people how amazing it is. But then I tried editing Beyblade Burst and it was amazing. I enjoyed my ride while I was editing it. It was fun, it was great. I even developed a certain style of editing while I was doing that. So that was what inspired me. But to say who is my favorite Beyblade editor, that is a tough question. Like, obviously, Blade Era is there, and I haven't actually been seeing the current Beyblade editor.
If I'm not
But
mistaken, yeah, continue.
yes, no, no, no. I finished my sentence.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Blade Terry is one of like the first people who edited Beyblade and who still edits today, like in this era, so to say. Am I
Yes,
correct?
that is correct. Yes, yes, that's correct.
Yeah, very interesting to be honest. Not many people are like keeping in touch, you know. I mean, are staying in the community after so long time.
Yes, I even approached him that I wanted to open a studio with him. Like I wanted him to be a member of my studio, and our studio would only edit Beyblade maps. And he agreed. He joined me, but then nobody made their parts. It was a dead end. The studio died pretty fast.
Wow.
But anyways, at least I tried.
Yeah, but at least now everything seems to be going well.
Yes,
Um,
everything seems to be going well.
yeah. Okay, in terms of editing, what are your plans until the end of the year? And do you have some big plans, sort to say, for editing?
I do have a big plan to make another Beyblade Burst AMV, like a full 2 minute video, and it's going to take me a lot of work because the song is amazing, but at the same time, the ideas that I get are pretty difficult to implement in the video, so I might need a lot of masking and a lot of effects, but I am sure that it will turn out really amazing and it would be worth the wait. I'm
Mm,
not sure what I'm going to do after that, but we will see how people react to this new style because I find it difficult switching back to my old style when I used to make Beyblade Burst AMVs.
maybe this video will be in flow style.
Not exactly, but I will try to make it into flow style. But I don't think the song really encourages a flow style. It's more like impacts and really good sequence.
Oh, really?
That yeah, that's what it would be.
I was
Yes.
curious because I haven't seen like many Beyblade edits from your side because when I arrived at this how to say Beyblade burst community, I
Right.
your channel was already have been lost, you know, so I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't seen almost anything, but you know I only heard stories and legends and stuff like that. So, but you know, after seeing this video that you have made, I believe 100%. So yeah. Mm,
I actually get very speechless when you tell me that how much you've heard about me and how much you think I am great. I honestly get really surprised by it because I don't think I'm that great. I just
around. So, of course, you don't know if it's true or not. But since most of the people and everyone who I've been talking with is saying this, you don't have a choice to believe it's true.
alright, man. I'll believe you. I'm really really happy that I got a great welcome from you and the others as well.
Mm.
Whoever saw my work,
Of course, man.
I'll be doing more hard work from now on.
We will be supporting you all the way to the end. That's what I
It
can say.
really means a lot, man.
Okay, so what do you want people to say about you after 5 years, for example, or after you retire and don't edit anymore? What do you want people to say about you?
I'm not sure. I've never really.
Or how do you want people to remember you?
I mean, I really want people to appreciate my work and support me. And I would be really happy to know that even after I've retired, people still watch my work and it inspires them. That would be a really big achievement for me. So that's what I want people to remember about me because I see and I admire a lot of people who had retired and I still have contact with them. So I tell them that I really appreciate their work and they're always speechless and they say me that they appreciate my support. So that's what I would want as well. If anybody gets inspired from my work, I wish that I keep inspiring a lot of other people who want to make Beyblade AMVs.
Well, let's just hope that this time the YouTube channel does not disappear somewhere.
Yes, let's really hope so. I think it was Mobeat who copyright strike my channel.
Who?
I really hate that. Molebeat, if I remember that name correctly.
Oh, it's because of a song in that case. Or?
No, it was about the Beyblade anime.
What?
It's a company from Japan that only strikes your channel if you are using anime from that company. So I believe Beyblade Burst belongs to that company, so they copyright strike my channel. It wasn't about the songs.
Oh, so it was about the anime itself. Okay.
Yes, anime itself because Beyblade Burst was new at that time and only a few people were making YouTube videos about it. So it was pretty easy to, pinpoint the AMVs and strike them down. So I was the target in those.
Oh, I see. But it seems like today in this new age there is nothing like this anymore. So they are not striking you because of anime.
Yeah, they're not striking me down for anime, and I hope it stays that way.
Mhm. Okay. What do you think of the new school editors? The new generation of editors? Do you think they are better than the old generation, or like?
There is Anime Raws if you want to download animes, and there are software links provided and all the plugins you need. At my time, I had to, research on internet which site actually lets you download stuff for free and you wouldn't get into trouble. So at that time, it was really difficult, and now you can get accepted into studios that way easily, and people call you amazing. So I think it is a yes or no because they're not getting better and learning the value of how they're getting better. It's really easy for them to just buy stuff,
So
you know?
yeah, and also there are like many tutorials these days
Yes.
on YouTube. because
Yes, that is also true.
even in 2019, I don't think that there were that many tutorials in 2019, but now it's insane.
Yeah, it's really insane.
So, with one word, you don't think that the new generation is better than the old ones?
I think they are better, and this will continue to, improve. People will always get better, but I still respect people who have learned their ways themselves and created a very unique style that is only unique to them, and people appreciate their work for that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a straightaway answer. It has its both sides.
Yeah. So it has good and bad sides. I see.
Yes, that's correct.
I see. Okay. What is the best advice that you that another editor has given you?
I think it is the constructive criticism because earlier when I was trying to get into studios, I faced a lot of disappointment that people didn't like my style. They think it was not very clean, and I needed to improve a lot. So I was a very good designer, so it was easy for me to get into any studio that I wanted. It's really funny, but it was easy for me. So I got into a lot of studios and they let me join their projects and they would tell me so many things that I need to correct. And I started to listen to them, and that really improved my editing a lot. It's not just a particular advice anyone gave me, but criticism of a lot of people, like constructive criticism only. And I still even depend on that today. Like if I'm making something right now, I would export a quick preview of it and I would show it to a few people, and they would tell me what's like good or not, if my flow is correct or not, and I would rework my part that way. So whenever you see something on YouTube that I post, I've pretty much done like 10 to 11 times rework on that. So it's
What?
never been. Yes, that is correct. I rework a lot, but not in a drastic way. Like I have to correct the pacing of the scene, the shake effect on it, etc. And I have to constantly do that until I think it's perfect, and everyone around me think it's perfect. So that way I was able to improve myself a lot. So now I can confidently edit better and much more fast. Yes.
This is what will separate you, I guess, from the rest, because not many people are doing this. To be honest, reworking edits and stuff like that. They are automatically posting it after.
Yes. Also, they get offended when somebody tells them to rework. Like in Prisma Studio, when I tried to lead, I wasn't really a fantastic editor. So whenever a member of mine has had to listen to me that I didn't like something in their edit, they wouldn't directly tell me, but they would indirectly tell me that they're not interested to rework again because it hurts their ego.
Wow.
So I find that is a issue with people, but I don't seem to mind it. It helps me improve. It helps me to understand my mistakes. So I really don't mind it. I welcome it.
Wow. But in the end, you're just trying to help to make it better.
Yes, my intent is to just help people make better projects. Like it's a team effort, right? So why to just depend on yourself only and do solo work? It's a whole team. You should open up to everyone and accept all sorts of opinions.
Yeah. And yeah, as you mentioned, you're also a GFX editor, but how did you get into that exactly?
No, I was really tired of asking a lot of people that if they could design something for me. Like I was ready to pay as well. but all of them would just keep on rejecting my request because I wasn't an accomplished editor. I didn't win any contests, so they didn't want to spend time working for an amateur. So they always rejected my requests. So I decided that I would make designs for myself and I would, help myself with that. So I started to learn Photoshop with that. I was always into designing, like even back in when I had my own YouTube channel for Beyblade. I would make thumbnails and try all sorts of things.
Hmm.
So I've always been, conscious about making designs for myself. But professionally, I started it when I joined Prisma Studio.
What joined Prisma Studio? I didn't hear.
When I joined Prisma Studio, I asked the studio that if they would allow me to make designs for them.
Hmm.
So that is the time when I actually seriously took the jobs and decided that I should make designs for other teams. So that way everyone started to know that there is a designer who does all these sorts of things.
Wow, we can say you went from zero to hero because you have now evolved in one of the best GFX editors because like everyone is looking for you.
That's right. That's right.
At least from my perspective, that's how I see it. So
Right.
it's very interesting actually from zero to hero. Not just in that, but in the editing as well. Because my last question is actually what is your advice to the new generation of editors who are coming and starting editing right now? What is your advice to them?
Try to be patient. Editing is not really an easy thing to do. It's a tough process, but when you go through that, you definitely start to achieve results, and that gives you a sense of accomplishment, and that is the biggest reward we get. It gives a lot of pleasure and pride in our work. So never try to fast forward your way into learning or editing. Just try to, keep working hard and slowly getting better. Don't try to rush anything. That's what I would say, but it's not like an advice, it's just something I would say to other people.
Yeah, well, I appreciate them. This. So thank you so much, I guess. Yeah, for accepting. Actually, yeah, I want to thank you for accepting my invitation. For
Yeah, you're most welcome, man. I would like to thank you for inviting me as well. Yeah, it is my first time talking to somebody in the community.
really?
I haven't been.
Oh,
I,
I feel
I
honored.
think I've talked to only Imagine Creations, but like on personal calls because we live in the same country.
Oh yeah, only
But
imagine.
other than that, you're the only one who I've ever talked to.
Oh,
So
I feel honored.
I'm really glad. Yeah, I'm really glad I got to talk to you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much then in that case for deciding to speak with me. So we made this incredible
Yeah,
interview. Thank you. And
thank you
yeah,
so much, man.
yeah, today